It's time to meet the 2017 Harley-Davidsons, and the big news from the volume perspective is that the Street 750 now gets ABS. But the two new motorcycles are these. This is the Roadster, which joins the Sportster line as a CKD to be built out of their plant in Haryana. And that's the new CBU, the Road Glide. The Roadster is a sporty Harley that uses a 1200cc Sportster platform. Sort of like the impressive XR 1200, it aims to be a compact sporty Harley-Davidson in design. But the Roadster gets a distinctively retro flavor. To achieve this, the walnut tank, 12.5 litres, is old school and the bars are low and flat. Bodywork and ornamentation is kept to a minimum to accomplish the sense of a compact, purposeful Harley. And then, the engine and the chassis have to deliver the experience that the design promises. So that's the Sportster 1200 engine. I really do like it. There is some amount of vibration at 1500 RPM, but you'll never go down to those revs in traffic. By 2200, 2300, she's smooth. Out on the highway, it works really, really well. It's in character with the sportiness of the motorcycle. The only thing I would change perhaps is the fuel tank, because that's a little small for range. So you will be making a lot of fuel stops if you're out for a highway ride. But overall, I'm a fan. But even as I say that, I can tell you that the chassis feel is slightly more impressive than the engine. There is a sophistication and control in corners and on the brakes which is surprising for a Harley-Davidson. There was one stretch of sweeping highway that I rode at elevated speed, and the Roadster was astonishingly on the ball. The heavy feel is very much present, but you get used to that. Ride quality though, that's a weakness. The Roadster doesn't like bumps one bit. The only other niggle are the foot pegs, which stick out from the bike a long way, and it makes them annoying in the parking lot and restricts lean angles just a bit. There is a specific flavor to sporty Harley-Davidsons that is really enjoyable. The 1200 Custom among the Sportster line came close to it. This one puts the foot pegs in the right place there underneath you, and it makes the motorcycle feel so much nicer immediately. It's beautiful. What would I change? Maybe the suspension could be a little more supple, it could absorb a little bit more, but overall this is a rather enjoyable motorcycle to ride. I'm really happy. And now let's jump practically to the other end of the Harley range, to a motorcycle nearly 3 times the price of the Roadster. Say hello to the Road Glide, my new favorite big Harley-Davidson based on my ride in the USA earlier. And I have to say, the Milwaukee 8 that powers it, it's a beautiful engine as Harley-Davidson V-twins go. So I rode the bike in the United States and I told you I think this bike is going to be very interesting to ride in India, and it is. Honestly, I haven't used any of the equipment on the motorcycle because just riding it is so much fun. The things that I cannot tell you, it's too cold in the morning for me to tell you whether the engine heat, something that the Milwaukee 8 was supposed to be better at, is actually a better managed issue than before or not. But overall, it fits us beautifully. On the highway, it's a smooth, comfortable, confident machine. It's a little too large for traffic, I think, but out on the highway, it's absolutely excellent. What's clear is that the Road Glide is wonderful in many ways. The ride quality, for example, is surprisingly absorbent, and the wince-inducing twangs over big bumps, notable on the previous touring models, is gone. It's a big machine, but the handling is predictable and trustworthy, and with time you no longer dwell on the size of the Glide. Most importantly, the Road Glide just looks madly, deeply marvelous, and I still can't get over that Batwing. The two new additions to the 2017 line of Harley-Davidsons are both intelligent, useful motorcycles for our roads. The Roadster, it's the sportiest of the Sportsters, and there is something really nice about riding a Harley-Davidson crouched over the front. And if you don't like that, you don't want to sit like this one is very, very interesting as well. I told you when I rode it in the United States, I felt really good to ride. It remains like that. The price is a little bit higher than I expected. It's 32 something ex-showroom. I was expecting just under 30 lakh rupees. But the fact remains, if you're buying a touring Harley-Davidson, I don't think you can do better than this one.